Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a new moon in Pisces reading for you. The new moon is on the 10th of March, and the following day, Venus moves into exalted Pisces. We describe the planet Venus in an exaltation because it expresses itself most fully in the sign of one love, of total interconnectivity between all things, an indiscriminate recognition of the spark of divinity in all things, all creatures, all plants, all aspects of our physical environment, and recognizing its connection to our existence, our very existence, and this greater connectivity increases our ultimate awareness of love as the source of everything. Beautiful energy. I'm doing personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. I'm giving away a free reading on or about the first of every month, and I find the winners of that from the comments and the donations that I've received previously. So thank you all for participating in that. Moreover, I appreciate your presence here now and all the ways that you support me in whatever way that is. So thank you in advance. Cancer, your overall energy is the Ace of Cups. This is particularly having a positive and stimulating effect on your dream life, your aspirations, your ideals, your desire to expand, to grow into the larger global world, whatever that means for you. This is your sense of alignment, that is where you are fed, where you are nourished, and how you may be initiating a plan to ascertain more education, training, spiritual upliftment, or communion with others, engaging in the greater diversity of the world to join in common humanity with others. This was a beautiful card of really allowing yourself to be nurtured, to be seen, to be supported by this aspect of yourself or your ideals or aspirations. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, where you fit into the world, your position in the world, the Wheel of Fortune is indicating that you are experiencing a kind of positive karma as a result of your devotion, your effort to contribute, to persevere, to be determined through good times and bads, to accept the conditions of your life and to continually support yourself in working through, progressing, growing, gaining the sense of stability and security necessary in order to maintain and sustain your ability to grow, to reach towards your aspirations and dreams. Because of your devotion, because of your willingness to support others in a mutual endeavor, you are being seen by the universe, recognized through positive turn of events, opportunities that may be on offer in a way that is unusual or unlikely, certainly unfamiliar to you. You are open to the positive response of others to your ideas, your efforts, your aspirations, and your dreams. In the first house, the Four of Wands is really bringing this down to a more personal perspective that you are gaining through setting intentions to support and lay a foundation for supporting your ongoing efforts at learning, expanding, and growing. This can be the celebration of the things that you have achieved, because in and of itself, the ability to recognize your growth and that of others is something you understand now should be celebrated, should be enjoyed, should be proclaimed and claimed as the foundation for more growth. This can be some aspect of your professional life where you are making what you've learned available to others. You are helping others to gain access to more information or opportunities for growth. You are creating a vehicle for your community to not only grow and support one another, but to celebrate that. This is often considered a wedding card, a joining together, a celebrating of the joining together of two people in particular who are moving towards a common shared goal. So this card indicates some way that you are being outwardly celebrated or are celebrating your own growth, your own achievement and accomplishment. In the fourth house, the house of your history, your family, your domestic environment, this can also be about your roots, your foundation. The Page of Cups is describing this real openness to taking the steps that will afford you access to your dreams, to your desire for growth, for your willingness to work with others in an imaginative, creative, even playful way that allows you to share communion with others. That communion can exist, as I repeat, in learning, in devising a curriculum, in creating an opportunity for people to share a sense of community across locations, across countries, across the globe. But this is about a playfulness in your effort, a joy, and a peeling back of the layers of effort that you've made in cultivating your dreams, and instead allowing your authentic nature, your natural talents and skills to be engaged with others, to engage them in other communities. In the seventh house of your significant others, we have the Lovers. And it's interesting that this is as much about a choice that you have to choose yourself. And in that way, this is about partnership, certainly, and potentially not simply partners with individuals or groups of people, but perhaps partnering with a goal, with a dream. This is about pursuit of a dream in partnership with others. This is you recognizing through experience that you are determined to build something that promotes and generates the ongoing growth and stability of the two of you, that contributes to some long-lasting opportunity for all involved, including yourself. This is moving away from the instant and sensuous gratification into the deeper, higher love for choosing those aspects of yourself and of others that support the development of a dream, the questing after a dream. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey card and ask if you're resonating with this reading, that you like this video, that you share it with others, that you comment below, and that you subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled the Happiness card. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. There's such a strong vibe here of happiness in partnership, happiness and joy in being yourself, that it just has an energy of lightness and warmth that's coming off of your vibration. At this time, Cancer, I'm feeling very light and relaxed at a time of a lot of activity in the environment. I pulled the chimpanzee from the flora and fauna of Africa, and the plant associated with the chimpanzee is the chickweed, and the key word is expression. Get creative and explore your curiosities. There's much to learn and enjoy all around you. Spend some time with nature and friends. Well, it sounds like a wedding to me. Certainly it sounds like a party. The Four of Wands in the first house is being clarified by the Two of Swords, and in the second house, in the Two of Cups in the third house, indeed. There's something complex about a choice that you're making, a connection that you have in your life. The connection you have feels like a renewal because of some truth, some way in which you are being very honest with yourself. The honesty, the truth, what may be difficult for you to look at, something very close to you, actually has the potential to liberate you at a time that you may feel yourself to be at a crossroads. You may be feeling the need for more information about a choice you have to make, a decision that is imminent, but you are, by knowing that the need to get more information is about understanding the context of your choices, because you intuit that there is much more available to you than on the surface of this decision. There are many more opportunities available. In fact, you're being showered with opportunities. Every opportunity is double-sided, that's for sure. But you're ultimately understanding that it is this deeper connection within yourself that is affording you a way of seeing what is best for you in the long term. And your goal is on an opportunity to build something lasting now. This is an opportunity that may have eluded you in the past or may not have worked out as successfully in the past. This can be the renewal of a significant partnership. This can be the beginning of a business partnership, perhaps with a long-term partner, friend, or spouse. But there's opportunities here for you to have spoiled by choice, I think is the expression. But nevertheless, there is no unclarity about what your aspiration, what your desire is. Your intention here is to really pursue dreams that you may have felt were impossible. In the Page of Cups in the fourth house is clarified by the Queen of Wands in the fifth house and the Fool in the sixth house. Indeed, you are exuding this passion. You are attracting the resources you need, the opportunities, the tools, the resources you need to pursue this passion. This passion may be particularly about unlocking some aspect of your creativity or a talent that you have naturally that is appearing to be available to you now. The Fool is about your trust in yourself, your trust and faith in your ability to overcome obstacles, to understand that throughout the good times and the bad times, you are still you. You still pursue things with the same sense of compassion as well as creativity, with the desire to be productive, but without needing to know what the end goal is. By simply being who you are, making connections that speak to your natural sense of who you are allowing yourself, you're emboldening yourself to make what others might consider a risky choice. Doing something out of character, perhaps, or appearing so. And this is, you're doing with supreme confidence and comfort in who you are and what you understand, your attention to live in your love, to live in your joy and happiness is. The Lover's card in the 7th house is clarified by the 6 of Swords in the 8th house and the 8 of Pentacles in the 9th house. You are moving, continuing on what ultimately feels to be a path of personal development. These opportunities you have, the choices you make are moving you away from an environment in which perhaps you have not felt seen or heard, in which you felt invisible or frustrated in your attempt to contribute to a solution or contribute at all to the situation in a significant way. Moving away from the environment that you're in, and this again seems to revolve around resources that are shared or potentially shared. You are abandoning whatever methods and strategies you've employed to work on what is yours, to abandon the desire to make connections, perhaps, where you're recognizing there may be an absence of a mutual desire for growth or resolve. Instead, you're really pouring your energies into developing the skills and talents you have, enjoying that to the max, and making the choice that will afford you that level of authenticity and thus enjoyment and happiness that you feel you have earned. The 10th house, Wheel of Fortune, is clarified by Justice in the 11th house and the 7 of Wands in the 12th house. The opportunities you're receiving at this time, the opportunities for greater self-expression, for greater compassion at the same time, is what's allowing you to release the unfair treatment, the imbalanced relationships that you've experienced in the past. That you are actually realizing what it is you are due, what you feel owed, is being resolved in your release of relationships that have not been productive, ways that you have attempted to share resources or have been sharing resources that have been one-sided. And in recognizing the imbalance, the disharmony that you have accepted perhaps or experienced as a result of these imbalanced relationships, this unfair treatment, you are standing more clearly in your power, although somewhat defensively because of what you have had to go through in order to accept that your offers of cooperation are not received, have not been received. And so by setting up these clear boundaries, by releasing any attempt to work things out with others in this particular area, you're actually liberating yourself to identify your strength, your zone, your area of creative expression, your authentic self, and moving forward with that intention to pursue what you know to be joyful and an authentic expression of who you are and your talents. I'm going to finish up this reading, Cancer, with a crystal oracle. And this flipped over, and I'm going to take it. It's the serpentine. And that sounds like a kind of good visual for your process at time. And the key word is transformation. My life is transforming at the perfect time in the most powerful way. Thank you, Cancer, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.